have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Vandy head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Reese?
Okay, Holly. The Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And the Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be manning up.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Going long. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This is the opposite of what this defense wanted. They told us in meetings, like, they were focused on this running back, can't give up the big plays. He's touched it twice, and he's made 2 big plays. They've got to wrap him up. Sometimes you don't realize.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's got the back in the middle. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
To the ground, he's got it again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Commodores lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Commodores are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Changing the routes with his receivers. Right at the line. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
No chance to run, but still a good game.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Out wide left, it's Allen. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Out wide right, it's Jackson. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Auguste. He's past the 30. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Sellers. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Throwing, Sellers. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Sellers. Soft spot in the middle. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick give. It's McAllister. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this deep.
Makes a grab. And he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the sack! All the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Hits inside. It's Jackson. And he could not get loose on the run.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Austin Mack. They're all over it. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Left side, it's Moore. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Here's Sellers to throw. Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Rush right in his face. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to field this one. Still on his feet. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hits the hole. It's Jackson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Right back to it. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. Mack, look out! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Looks it in. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moves the pocket. It's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious.
Snags it, and he's open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Play fake, Sellers. Swings it out to his running back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Sellers. Looking left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll go with Auguste. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Man, these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Throwing, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly out to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Throwing, Mack. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Mack. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the number 16 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
They go play action with Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sellers from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Moore. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Headed outside, it's McAllister. They were all over it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Sellers through the noise. Right side, it's Moore. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Here's Sellers to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. They're all over him. He's going to run it. Past the 30. Turning on the Jets. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Left side, it's Brown. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Austin Mack throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Rush is on. Avoids pressure. Rush right in his face. And they got him.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to Auguste. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's Isaiah once again. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From deep, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Got it. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The run inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
776 captain. 776 captain.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Mack under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Tyler. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Look out. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the return, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Throwing, Mack. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Had to force that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Kill. 674, take off. 674.
He's changing the play. Again, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Now, ready? Wide 80.
Fourth down, Austin Mack. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Austin Mack. Out wide left, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That one's not even close.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Ready.
Again, it's Mack. Right side, it's Jackson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Blue 30s.
Mack. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's Mack. Left side is Wells. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Turns it upfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate...
Touchdown, Vandy! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he's not going to take the touchback. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. From the gun, it's McAllister. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Right back to the well. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Moore. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. At the 26, it's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on fourth down, the offense has a 1st and 10. He'll take a shot and give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throwing Mack. He's taking a deep shot. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Dropping back, it's Mack. They're all over him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, South Carolina. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Austin Mack. Right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Left side is Wells. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and a nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with him. So really good timing between those two on that play.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Piles his way ahead. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Second and long here. Mack. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.